there's the like it's like Stokey Park.
Oh, what a big crowd. Hello everybody. Welcome on this wonderful, beautiful winter's afternoon here to 2 Richard Road, Mount Waverley. James Bateman is my name. I'm obviously your auctioneer today and very proud to be selling here today. And I must thank the owners for the way they have kept the home during this campaign, outside and inside. It is beautifully presented, and we're probably a little bit late starting because we've all been upstairs in that master bedroom, out on the balcony looking out to the west. How they did any work during COVID, I will not know, because that view out there over the tree line is absolutely fantastic, and I dare say you can't replicate something like that here, and that's why there are so many people here today. Have a look around. This is a pocket that is sought after. It's also very, very tightly held. Our owners have been here now for about 10 years. They're moving, but they did say they wish they probably didn't have to move in a way because they just love this area. It's so peaceful here. Access to the park right there. What are you, 30 metres away? You're zoned from Mount Waverley Secondary College. You can walk back to the village. All those sorts of things, and it's tree lined. And all those that have lived here for 10, 20, 30 years are saying, yep, I probably won't sell. You're probably a real estate agent's worst nightmare, because we like people to sell, but we understand in these sort of areas that people think, I will wait and wait and wait. And what a wonderful home it is. It's even got that sunken lounge with the open fireplace, 2 balconies, both the outside area downstairs and then upstairs, as I touched on earlier. That wonderful, wonderful view out to the west side there. Formal, informal living, and the work has been done. You know that, and that is why you are here. But it means nothing, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't bid. I'd like to assure you we've got genuine vendors inside here today to meet the market. Once we're on the market, I'll let you know, and make it very clear if for whatever reason the property is passed in, the person or party we pass the property into, they get what's called exclusive right at the vendor's reserve. So have a bid. We're here to help. All my colleagues are here. If you've got any questions or queries, please ask. I'll power through those because I need to read you these rules. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any conditions made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have reserve prices. The auctioneer will indicate all bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids. The rules permit vendor bids. The words I use during the auction to indicate that I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor or vendor bid. By law, only I as the auctioneer can make a vendor bid. And as I touched on earlier, if the property is passed in below the reserve price, the person or party I pass the property into, they have exclusive right at the vendor's reserve. So we've obviously sent out the contract to all the people here that are here today. That has all the lot numbers, folio numbers, etc., and clearly shows we're selling to Richard Road here in Mount Waverley. The terms, we expect the purchaser to pay 10% of the purchase price upon the signing of the contract. Nothing unusual there. Settlement's flexible, 90 days, 120 days, so 3-4 months, slightly longer settlement. Now, if you've made any alternative arrangement with the vendor and they have said yes, that is okay. But if you haven't asked, we'd expect 90 or 120. One of my colleagues is here if you need to talk to them about anything else. Part of the contract is a section 32. Clearly shows a lovely wide frontage here, about 18.57 metres, about 61 or 2 feet for those who are a little bit older. And we're sitting on just over 630 square metres of land. Rates are included and all those sorts of things, but it is a house that certainly value adds, and there's no work that needs to be done. Once again, I'd ask you, ladies and gentlemen, in a location like this, you can't replicate it. A home like this, it is almost impossible to find a location like this that is second to none. It's peaceful, it's family friendly, and that's why you're all here. That's all I need to say. I've kept it to 3 or 4 minutes. You're here for a reason. I wish you luck. I wish you well. I've got genuine vendors inside. I've got neighbours wondering who their new neighbour will be, and we've said from 175 to 1.85 million, but I suppose that means nothing now because I'm going to throw it over to you. Talk back to me. Good luck to all of you. I wish you luck. I wish you well. Have the opening bid, maybe 1.7 if you like. Yell it out, scream it out. Let's get it moving. Tell your friends, family, whatever, you made the opening bid here at 2 Richard Road, Mount Waverley. 1.7 if you like. Who wants to move it along? It's the hardest bit of an auction, isn't it? 1.5, we're going backwards. The neighbours are all worried their rates are going down. At 1.5 it is, but thank you. I thank you for the opening bid. You can relax now. We have a very cheeky opening bid, but good luck to you. I'll tell you what, I'll put in a vendor bid at 1.7 and off we go, and I'll bite you back, maybe 1.75 or rise me to 1.720 if you like, whatever you prefer. But thank you for getting things moving. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. At 1.7 ounce of Endel bid and over to you when you're ready. You're here for a reason. You need to bid to buy 4 bedrooms, that wonderful sunken lounge with the open fireplace. Main bedroom down, main bedroom up as well. Fantastic views out to the west. Parkland probably doesn't get any closer. Your zone, Mount Waverley Secondary College. At 1,700,000 you need to bid to buy, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's sunny, it's warm, it's nice, but don't hold back. You need to move, you need to get the arms moving. Talk back to me. At 1,700,000. Talk and talk and talk. At some stage you're going to have to talk back to me. At 1,700,000, 720 when you're ready. First call. At 1,700,000. Yes. Welcome. That was a bid? Yes, it's all right. Thank you. Welcome to the bidding. I know it's hard to bid, and thank you for joining in. 1,720,000 in front. There you go. Good luck to you. At 1,720,000, perhaps back for 740 if you like. Oh, off to check. Here we go. At 1,720,000 directly in front of me now. There's your competition, ladies and gentlemen. It's not me, it's them. Good luck to you. At 1,720,000, 740 when you're ready. At 1,720,000, 740 when you're ready, you need to bid to buy. At 1,720,000, are we finished? Are we silent? Are we done? First call. At 1,720,000, second call, $1,720,000. Third, final call, $1,720,000. Finish, silent, done. Tell you what, we've said 1,750 to 1,850. I'm going to put in the vendor bid at 1,740,000. I'll invite you straight back. So 760 it is. Thank you. Straight back it is. At 1,760,000 now it is. Ladies and gentlemen, it's right in front at 1,760,000. Now you need to bid. I know it's hard. It's nerve-wracking. It's all those sorts of things. But this family in front, they know how it feels. It's a wonderful feeling to have that bid. The weight of the world comes off your shoulder. There's the bid. At 1,760,000, try and replicate this again. 636 or so square metres of land. A beautifully presented home. You move in at settlement 91, 20 days. There's nothing to do. The work's been done. Location that's second to none. Mount Waverley Secondary College zone. And at 1,760,000, it's your bid. I'll call it again. Let's not muck around. First call at 1,760,000. Second call, 1,760,000. Third, final call, $1,760,000. Are we finished? Are we silent? We're silent. But are we done? It is a very peaceful, silent area for those with young children. But you need to bid. Third, final call, $1,760,000. I'll tell you what we might do, Jared. I'll let you enjoy the silence as that truck just makes a big noise. It's your bid at 1,760,000. I'll explain to the owner what is happening should you need to make a phone call or anything like that. Now is the time, but the power is here with this family in front at 1,760,000. Just bear with me 1 minute. Gosh, it's quiet, isn't it? Everyone's very well behaved out here. Thank you for waiting, ladies and gentlemen. We're in there having a chat with the vendors, and let's be honest, I think they're very nervous because you don't sell a house every day. They've been here for 10 years or so, and I know there's people out here that are nervous as well. We're all nervous. We're all out here. I'm talking to you with a whole large crowd, but you need to bid at some stage, ladies and gentlemen. They are extremely genuine, and I'll show you how genuine they are. If there are no further bids, I will simply pass it in over here. There'll be absolutely no bids from me or anything like that. We'll take you and you inside only to treat with the vendor at the vendor's reserve. I can't be clearer than that, ladies and gentlemen. At $1,760,000 as soon as we're on the market, I'll let you know, but otherwise I take this family in at $1,760,000 and we treat with them and them only. So if you've been holding back, you need to bid now. At $1,760,000, I'll throw it over to you. No more vendor bids or anything like that. It's this family in front at $1,760,000. I've been calling for a rise to 20. I'll take 10 if that eases the pain. But ladies and gentlemen, I can't be clearer than that. You need to bid at $1,760,000 now. What would you like to do? Are we finished? Are we silent? Are we done? You know what's on offer here. 636 square metres of land, 4 bedrooms, main up, main down, the beautiful views, the sunken lounge. Mount Waverley Secondary College Zone. That's why you're all here. The park at the end of the street. And at $1,760,000, this family has the power right now. 178. Thank you. Welcome. There's the second bidder, right next to each other, but not together. 1,780. 180 if you like. 1,780 it is. Yes? I heard a yes over there, but I'll take that. Yeah, 1.8 it is. At $1,800,000. Thank you. Straight back. 1,800 now. 820 was it, or 10? Whatever you prefer. Easier for me if you go 20. At 1.8 it is, so back in front again. At 1,800,000, was there someone on the left? At 1,800,000 now, 2 bidders, can we make it 3? At 1,800,000 now. At 1,800,000, are we back? At 1,800,000, back for 820 perhaps. At 1,800,000, there's your competition right in front. Who else would like to join in? Let's go. At $1,800,000. Second call, $1,800,000. Third, final call, $1,800,000. We finish silent. Done. Are we back? Or else I pass it into these people here. 820 it is. 1,820,000. 40? Yes, 1,840 it is. Thank you. Straight back. 1,840 now. At 1,840 back in front here. At 1,840, was there anyone else on the left or right? At 1,840 it is. 860 when you're ready, or let me know. 850 it is. I'll take the 10. 1,850. I'll do the same if you like. Make it 60. 1,850 it is. I'll take 10 if you like. 5. I'll take the 5 as well. 1,855 it is. Was that 5 again? It's 1,855 here. You put your hand up. I'll just double check. 1,855 directly in front. At 1,855. We're moving along now. At 1,855. Who else is here? You need to bid, ladies and gentlemen. At 1,855 back in front. 60 when you're ready. Or anyone else? Aha! Very subdued. Did you hear that? If there are no further bids, you're the new owner. We're on the market. Make that clear. We're selling. At $1,855,000 directly in front. We're on the market. Now, once I say sold, I cannot take late offers. You need to bid. Ladies and gentlemen, 860 now. 2 Richard Road, Mount Waverley, we're selling at 1,860,000. 65, we're selling. 61, here we go. 61, rise me up to 5. Don't put the kettle on, we're going to be here a while. 861, 1861 here. 1861. 1861. There's the bid. Was there someone else? Because we are selling, make it clear, 1,861,000.
On R2, 63.
63, 65, 63, 64, 65. What about 68? Throw out numbers. Anyone on this side? 1,864 is the bid directly in front. That's 1,864,000. You know we're selling. First call at 1,864,000. Second call, 1,864,000. What about 70?
65.
65. Right. 66. 1866. Right back. Deep in conversation over there. 1,866,000. All the action are right next to each other. Come and stand over here if you want to bid. Seems to be the lucky spot. 1866 it is. Was there anything over there, Josh? Nope, just checking. 1,866,000 in front on this lovely, glorious winter's afternoon. First call, selling, at 1,867,000. 68? 68, yep. What about 70? 68 it is, 1868. 70 if you like, 1868. 1868. Your money, not mine, I understand. 1,868,000. What would you like to do? Big crowd here today, everyone watching on. As we get right to the pointy end, you know we're selling. 68 it is. What was that? Was that a 1 or I'm not sure?
Another 2.
70. We got to 70. 1 or 2 or 5, whatever you like. 1870. Maybe be cheeky enough. 81. 1871. Yes, correct. 1871. I'm back. 1871 it is. 1,871,000 now. 1,871,000. No one on this side. Because we are selling the property here to Richard Road, Mount Waverley. At $1,871,000. Big crowd, right down to 2 now. First call, in front here of me, at 1,871,000. Second call, and once I say sold, I cannot take late offers. 1,871,000 it is. Third,
1,872,000.
Wowee, welcome. Over here on my left. That is nerves of steel. Well done. 1872 it is. 1873. 1873. It's back in the middle. 75. 1873 in front. What would you like to do? So their bid back in front. 1,873,000. Third bidder now. Is there a fourth bidder waiting? Maybe they're way on that side. 1873 it is in front. 75 or 80?
75.
75. There you go. 1875. 1875. One, two, three. 1875. $1,000. Was that a 1? Yeah. 76. We're back. What would you like to do? Yell it out. 1876 it is. I wasn't joking when I said put the kettle on. 1876. Are we back over here? Back in the middle. They said they're out, but they're back. 1876 now. 1,876,000, maybe 78 or 80. There's the bid, as you know. 1876. What would you like to do? Back.
188.
188. So another 4. Yeah, 1,880,000. 1,880,000. 81? 188.
1.88.
Well, 1,880,000. Yeah, that's what I said. 1,880,000. That's correct. 1,880,000. Just checking. Yep. Great. 1,880,000. Make that clear. $1,880,000. All the 8s. What about 1,888,000? 1,881,000. 1881. 1881. Are we back over here on the left, Jared? 1881 it is on the right. Anyone else? 1,881,000. 882. Thank you. 1882. 888. 1882. 883 if you like. 882 it is on my left. You sure? I don't know anyone's limit, so I don't know where we're at. I just know we're getting close because obviously we're on the market. 1,882,000. It's their bid on my left. 1,882,000. First call, we're selling. Hit 1,882,000.
Another one.
83. 83 it is. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tell me what you like. Obviously no less than 1,000. 1883. What would you like to do? 1,883,000. Are we back? Are we back? It's tough, I know. 84, 1884, 1884 now. Jared, 1884, back in the middle. Stephen, 1884 it is. 1,884,000. I'll ask again, there's nothing on this side waiting to jump in. 1,884,000 back in my middle. Perhaps on the left again, 1884 it is. 885. 90, I don't know. Or 886, it's 1885. Stephen, what are we doing on the right? 1885 on the left. 887? 6. 1886, correct. 1886. 1,886,000 now it is back on the right hand side of me. At 1,886,000, 88 perhaps, or 87, let me know. 1886 on the right. No?
No, we're done.
Thank you. Okay. Have a think. I'm happy for you to come back in though. I won't say no. 1,886,000, they're saying they're done. 1,886,000 on my right. They're saying they're out. Obviously, that's the new owner if there are no further bids. 87 it is. 1,887,000. Feel free to come back if you like. It's back in the middle again. At 1,887,000. At 1,887,000 now. At 1,887,000 it is. We're right at the pointy end. Will it stop here? I don't know. At 1,887,000. Anyone else can join in. But be quick, because you know we're selling. First call. At $1,887,000.
Another one.
88. What about 2? 1888. All the 8s. 889. Yes. 1889. Thank you. 1889 it is. We're out over here. All done on that side. Okay. Thank you for your bidding. They're saying they're out. 1889 is the bid in front. I know you want me to hurry up. At 1889 it is. 1889, what would you like to do? Is that a no or is it? No, he's saying no. I think you're the boss by the look of it. 1889 is the bid. They're right there. That's the bid now. 1,889,000. 1,889,000. First call, we're selling. Second call, we're selling. 2 Richard Road, Mount Waverley. If there are no further bids. Third. Final call.
Another one.
1,890,000. What about 3? I don't think we've gone up in 3s. 1,891. 1,891, Stephen. Straight back. 1,891. You're done over here. It's right down to these 2. At 1,891,000. Back in the middle. Very patient dog. And you. 1,891 it is. 1,891,000. Yes or no? We'll need a decision. First call, hit 1,891,000. Second call,
2,000.
another
93.
93. So another 2. 93, 95. 94. Straight back 94. 1894. All done here. They said 1894 it is. 1,894,000. We ask again, Stephen, what are they doing at 1894? Deep in conversation. They want me to hurry up. I get it, it's you, bro. What would you like to do? 1894 is to sell, as you know. 1,894,000. I'll need to know, I'll call it again. First call I'm selling, 95. 1895. 6, straight back. 1896. Let's go. 1896. You know I'm going to come and ask you. Save me the walk, although I'm getting my steps up. 1896. 1896 it is. Yell it out. He's saying no again. Keep saying no and you're not listening to it. 1896, there it is. What would you like to do? First call, hit 1,896,000.
1.9.
1.9. So 1901, straight back. 1901. Yep. Is that a no? Oh, did you see that? They said no. No, you want me to really hurry up, don't you? Should I drag it out for 10 minutes now? No, I won't do that. So it's 1901. You sure you're out? Because once I say so, I can't take late offers. Just make that clear. Ladies and gentlemen, they've said they're out. Waverley, $1,901,000 directly in front. You're done over there. Thank you for your bidding. First call, hit $1,901,000. Second call, 1,901,000. You sure you're done, Stephen, over there? Yes, they're done. All done? Yes, thank you. They've confirmed that. Third, final call to Richard Road, Mount Waverley. What a journey. What an auction. Because for the third and final call, directly in front, we are going. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Where's the big round of applause for the new owners? Because we are sold. Congratulations, it's yours. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for attending the auction today and have a wonderful afternoon. Good on you. It's over. Congratulations. Good on you. Thanks for your bidding too. Okay, thank you for your bidding.